What's going on, everybody? It's Glenn for the latest news. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're going to get into this past week of wrestling. Sorry if I'm all over the place, if I'm late catching up with things. I'm going to get into it. Pretty much Raw was same thing with the draft. Pretty much nobody really went anywhere. If I forgot to cover this, as I can see that the roster's there. The roster don't really lock until I believe, I don't know if it's this week or next week. The roster's officially locked, but it was pretty much the same thing as SmackDown. Nobody really moved anywhere. The highlight of the night was CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I like where they going with that. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk is going to be a big one. Also, the return of the big man Braun Strowman. So I can't wait to see what plans they got for the big guy. I don't know if he's gonna be part of that new Wyatt Six with Uncle Howdy, cause we still getting codes and Easter eggs as the weeks goes on. Unfortunately, we got an Easter egg on a Backlash, but we all was expecting to see Uncle Howdy, but we didn't see him at Backlash. But we're gonna continue to get into that. AEW highlight of the night was Kenny Omega and Okada and the Young Bucks and Jack Perry. They pretty much attacked Kenny Omega, even with his condition. I mean, he seemed like he pretty healing up all right, the way he was moving, trying to defend himself. But with AEW, I don't know what to say about AEW. The wrestling is great. I got high hope in AEW. Now we also see the return of Christian Cage. He's going at the Swerve Strickland for that AEW championship. We haven't seen Christian Cage in quite some time now, so that's pretty interesting within itself. I mean, but besides that, AEW is just a whole bunch of, we don't know what's going on. We don't know why, who's fighting who, and then it just, I don't know what to say about AEW. But overall, it's they got some great talent over there. Okada, Daniel Bryan, Will Ospreay, and Omega's definitely some heavy hitters, and some definitely got crazy talent, whatever the case may be. But besides that, it's not really no real feuds being built over there besides the Young Bucks and what they got going on. They pretty much took over the show, like on some pretty much on some NWO thing or whatever the case may be. But the Young Bucks are the EVPs of the AEW, so they got giant claw contracts where they can't even get fired because they like part owners of the company. So at least they explained that, on why they, it wasn't gonna be no punishment for them attacking Tony Khan, which was last week. Also, Kenny Omega got some. He can't really go anywhere neither. He got EPs on the company too. So I don't know I don't know, because Kenny Omega's still not clear to compete as of now, was what they saying. But like I said, the way he was moving in the ring and stuff like that, like he's pretty much ready to go, or probably in another month or two, maybe ready to have him go. Because the Young Bucks is on a tear right now. Somebody gonna try to have to take them guys down, because they is on a tear. But besides that, we get into Backlash, man. Backlash was it was pretty interesting, predictable, but pretty interesting. We kind of got a swerve, in the beginning of the match, between the tag team match between Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. We got an interference by Tama Tonga brother, Lolo Tonga or something like that. Lolo Tonga Lola, his brother. Everybody was expecting Jacob Fatu, but he, they swerved us with this one. Jacob Fatu is definitely still on his way. It's no telling when he's gonna make his appearance, but this is real. It's really picking up to be real interesting on where they're going with this bloodline thing. And then they passed Jay Uso in the back, and then Paul Heyman gave Jay Uso the concern of like, help me, like I need help, man. I don't want no parts of what's going on here with this new bloodline. So yeah, it was Backlash was a good show. Like I said, predictable matches. Jay Cargill and Bianca won the tag belts. That was predictable. Um, Cody beat AJ Styles. That was predictable because we all knew Cody wasn't gonna just lose his belt that fast off the first defense. So pretty, like I said, pretty predictable show. But overall, it was a decent show. Like I said, we got swerved by the whole. We knew somebody was going to interfere, but like I said, we thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu, and we thought he was going to make his appearance, at Backlash. But they held off on it, and there's no telling when he's going to like officially come in because they swerved us. But overall, excuse me, uh, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles had a great match. It was definitely a 10-star match. But like I said, predictable. We knew Cody was gonna come out on top. I just want to wait and see how they gonna who's Cody next opponent gonna be, or they gonna have AJ Styles build towards another match maybe, because there's not really nobody on the SmackDown roster that could actually hang with Cody like how AJ Styles is hanging with him. So I don't know how they gonna pull this one off here. We guess definitely gotta just wait to SmackDown to see what's in store for Cody Rhodes' next opponent. I don't know if it's gonna be like the winner of the King of the Ring tournament. Maybe I think that's in like another month, I believe. So I'm not too sure about that one. But overall, Backlash was a decent show. Could have been better. Like I said, predictable, but it wasn't a bad show. And shout out to the fans of France, man. They really definitely made it a better show. That crowd was amazing. Us in the States definitely don't appreciate good wrestling like they do, because they made they made the show. That crowd made the show in France, man. They definitely need to work their way back there at some point in time, because that crowd was off the ropes, man. That crowd brung it. They brung it the whole weekend, from SmackDown to Backlash. It was just amazing. The crowd was really into it. That made us get into it, and that's why Backlash wasn't such a bad show, because the crowd made it such a spectacular night. So shout out to France, man. Like I said, they definitely need to be making their way back there at some point in time, because probably for next year maybe, because they probably already got their schedule set out for the rest of the year. And I also know that WrestleMania will have been in Minnesota, but they are now about to go to Las Vegas, so that's been changed up as well. I know the fans of Minnesota is I think it's Minnesota is disappointed or whatever, but the WWE, they really not trying to deal with no cold weather come WrestleMania, and I think it lands on Easter of next year, I believe. So they that was just rumored. They now switched stadiums for WrestleMania 41. It's going to be in Las Vegas, I'm hearing. It seems like it's going to be legit, because I'm hearing it everywhere. So uh I know this like I said, Minnesota's disappointed and not having a WrestleMania, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, overall, this week of wrestling been good. It's been a good week of wrestling. No real complaints here. But like I said, AEW, man, I got high hopes in AEW. I'm gonna continue to check those guys out, man, because they definitely put up some matches. It's just with half the matches, we don't know why these guys are fighting, or why they feuding, or anything like that. So it's like we ain't got nothing to look forward to in the weeks when it comes to AEW Dynamite, because nobody really checks out Collision and Rampage. Like I watched Rampage briefly last week, but it was I didn't know what was going on. It just was a whole bunch. I know Willow. She had a match with that. Now that was a good match. Willow and I forgot who she fought, but that was a good match. That was the main event of Rampage last night. I'm not gonna lie about that one. That was a great. Them women went all out in that match. You guys haven't seen it. Y'all could just check that out. Willow had fought for the I believe it was for her TNT belt. I forgot. Not too sure she fought. But they had a great match. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a really good match. Can't lie about that one. But overall, like, I don't really check out Rampage like that unless I have the time. Um, Collision, I definitely don't check that out because that's like, I believe Collision's like on a Saturday, and it's really hard to keep up with wrestling on a Saturday unless it's a WWE pay per view like Backlash or whatever, or some of the case may be. But overall, this week wrestling, decent week wrestling. Like I said, Backlash, predictable. We got Raw tonight. Can't wait to see what goes on for tonight. After the pretty much 2 nights after Backlash. Just can't wait to see it, man. We got a few more hours to Monday Night Raw. And then we got SmackDown to worry about. Then we're gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out within the week's time leading up until I believe the King of the Ring is and the Queen of the Ring is the next pay-per-view. So we're gonna see how this all plays out. As far as with the new bloodline and Jay, I don't know, but somewhere down the line, Jay's gonna team back up with his brother Jimmy, and then all gonna fall into place there when the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns make his way back as soon as possible, which would be probably sometime in the summertime. I'm hearing, or at the SummerSlam or during SummerSlam week or something like that. So I don't know how they're gonna play this one out. They definitely working this way into like I guess Survivor Series is gonna lead up to, probably a little after, probably leading into WrestleMania possibly, because this new Bloodline thing is getting out of hand, man. They really out here trying to make a new name for themselves with the new Bloodline. So it's looking like the old Bloodline gonna have to make their way back together. But also, I want to take this time out to congratulate Solomonster for being on team. About to be the new host of TNT with jdfromny206 NYC. I can't wait to see these guys. I follow both these guys. These guys are great at what they do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm inspired. I got a lot of catching up and work to do to get on these guys' level, but I can't wait to see these guys team up on TNT every week, man. And shout out to Andrew too, man. Whatever his reason for not being part of the show anymore, I can understand. And shout out to Jesse and Sir Wickens. I liked him, and who else they had? He had up there. He had a I forgot who else. The other guy, he was pretty good too up there. But I remember Sir Wilkins. Yeah, he was good. Solo Monster, he's great. I like his content as well. JT, I check all his work out. I've been checking his work out for quite some time now. I shouted him out a few times. Hopefully he, get it or whatever, and just say his gratitude and give me a little shout out back. But like I said, I know I got a whole lot of work to do to get on either one of these guys' level. But they're such an inspiration to what I do here, or at least what I try to do here for what a little tech work I have to work with. So eventually I would get better. I would get on the same levels as these guys. I just gotta stay persistent, and hopefully when they're down the line, I can actually work with these guys, in the near future. But like I said, I know I got a lot of work to put in to get on these guys' level, to actually even be in the same room as these guys with the work they put in for the wrestling community. I can't even lie, but yeah, I can't wait to see TNT this Tuesday. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about wrestling this week, as far as Raw, AEW, Rampage, Collision. If you checked it out, just let me know what you guys think about wrestling this past week, and which I think Raw and SmackDown this week gonna be like, and also for you AEW fans, Dynamite. What do you think? Because I don't know about Dynamite, man. I don't. I don't know about AEW, but like I said, I will continue to check them out because they definitely deliver great matches. But overall, this is no story. It's no story to follow there like that. But Young Bucks, you know. So yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about wrestling this week. And for those of you guys that know about JD206 and Solo Master, how y'all feel about them teaming up on TNT for this week in the near future to come on. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all think about wrestling this week. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will